Hello, everyone, and welcome to tonight's CFRL Cup Series race at Dover International Speedway. I'm Ryan Harp, or Darth Kylo, and apologies for a bit of a delayed start. I was in another gaming session on another game, but yeah, we're here, Dover tonight, so we're just gonna cut right to it, as I believe they are starting the lobby right now, and I did get the invites for it. So of course, last week it was Auto Club, and it was Tegan Jones that got another hugely dominant win there. And so we're at Dover, which is another pretty successful track for the four-time champion and the driver of the number 4. And since they are in the lobby right now, so let's go ahead and or getting into the race right now, so let's go ahead and join in. But first, let me go ahead and invite Sal, because he might join us as well. And while we're loading in, let's go ahead and take a look at the starting lineup. And it is Bradley Domer Jr. on the pole with a 22.953. And alongside him is the 22 of Michael Fox. Row 2, we have Spencer Boyce and Cameron Morris. And yes, I did hear Sal join in. Row 3, we have Tegan Jones, last week's winner, and Kamal Wright, a couple of Stewart Haas drivers. Row 4, we have Michael Whitman and Jarrett Haw, a couple Hendrick guys. Row 5, we have Ryan Parsons and Chase Loans. Row 6, we have David Wessel and Kevin Hall. Row 7, we have Joshua Harris and Matt Connors. And then rounding out the field is the number 8 of Anthony Peters. And Sal, welcome to the broadcast. How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing very good. How about yourself?
I'm doing fine. We did get a bit of a late start to the stream, but looks like we are getting ready to take the green flag here, or maybe not, because the lobby is all kinds of messed up at the moment. But well, it is a good thing we are kind of a bit delayed, so now I can sort of get your view on what's going to happen tonight.
I think you're going to see a lot of your same people in here, like Tegan, Mike, Bradley, obviously putting on pole. He's going to have a lot of speed.
Of course, Bradley Domer Jr. is the strongest qualifier in the CFRL, as he's usually starting up on pole pretty much every race, and even setting new track records to boot. And since we do have to restart the lobby, or at least they have to restart it, let me bring up the point standings here, because I'm sure they're going to be a pretty hot topic. Now, of course, looking at the playoff grid,
Ooh, hold on.
Tegan is.
I'll be back.
All right.
Because they need me to start and park in there.
Okay. All right, so now looking at the point standings, which were updated after Auto Club, Tegan Jones with his 8th win of the year, he is firmly in the number 1 seed. Michael Whitman with 3 wins, the 2nd seed. Then Jared Haw, Bradley Domer Jr., and Michael Fox are tied for the 3rd seed. And then Kevin Hall's the 6th seed with 1 win. Now, the cutoff line is where things do get pretty interesting, as Ryan Parsons is 132 points, or 151 points above the cut line. So, barring any sort of meltdown before the playoffs or anything like that, he is pretty much locked in on points. But everyone from 8th to 12th is getting pretty spicy, as Kamal Wright is 19 points above the cut line. Spencer Boyce is 9 points above the cut line. Joshua Harris is only 2 points above the cut line. But then you have his Penske teammate, Cameron Morris, who is 2 points below the cut line. Then Anthony Peters, he is only 6 points below. And then there's Chase Loans, who has pretty much has to win in order to lock himself into a playoff spot, who is 55 points below the cut line. So yeah, cut line's getting pretty spicy as we get into this stretch of the regular season. So hopefully we should be able to get going here. There's Bradley on the pole, and it looks like he will elect to take the inside for the start of the race. So of course tonight is Mother's Day, and I'd like to say Happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there, especially mine, who is currently on vacation in Europe at the moment.
Heck yeah.
So she's definitely having a good time over there. And as they're coming off of turn 4, about to hit the Geico restart zone, it's time to do it for the moms at the Monster Mile. Now go get them, boys.
Yeah, 62 while at it.
Oh.
Yeah, that was a...
Oh my
Whoa,
god.
fucked up.
Who the fuck checked up the line?
Who the fuck is this guy?
Oh, holy fuck.
It was in front of Tegan and I.
That was stupid for me. I probably gave us both damage.
Not good.
I got and they helped me.
Goosey, goosey.
I think the two might have glitched. I can't tell. He glitched or loose.
I got loose. I'm still loose.
I hate losing that back position. That sucks ass.
Oh,
I'm saying, yeah, Kamal's not loose. He's glitching.
Yeah, I was about to say, I saw a glitch too, and I think Anthony saw it behind me too.
How bad?
It's
It
not
wasn't
bad.
terrible,
It's
but...
toward the front. It's side to side.
Oh, wow. Never had that one before. Dude, I got so loose, Anthony, I'm sorry.
Contact already.
I got destroyed.
Nice.
Being patient with
I'm
it.
on. Hit the apron.
What the fuck? I mean, I cannot believe how loose the car got right there.
I'm on the apron. I'm okay. I'm still loose. I'm still loose. I'm so sorry, Mike.
Oh, somebody's impatient.
Dang it, man.
Texas going out here and lead out here.
This is stupid. I'm sorry, Ryan.
Sorry.
My fucking god. You two need to figure this out.
Stacking up like crazy right now.
I'll see you in a minute.
So Bradley started on the pole, but how about Spencer Boyce working his way to the lead?
Yeah, definitely a nice little move there to take it away from Bradley and start to get control and kind of pace the field how he wants to.
And I bet his husband, William Sawalich, is definitely proud to see him running out front. Of course, it is a bit of a running gag in our Discord server. How Mr. Spencer Boyce is married to Mr. William Sawalich. Yeah, we always kind of like make fun of that fact.
Yeah, it doesn't get old.
Yeah, well, I mean, anything involving Spencer, or at least anything involving messing with Spencer, definitely does not get old. But I'm sure he's not thinking about that now, because I mean, he's out front. He's wanting to make a statement. He wants to lock himself in with a win.
Yeah, I feel like he always comes out trying to prove a point here, no matter the racetrack.
And Bradley running in seconds, probably thinking, like, what just happened there? Spencer got a run and he was able to pass me. And obviously, you know, after a few laps after the restart, things have quieted down between everyone up front as they're running single file. But we do have, you know, some battles toward the middle and back of the pack. Like this one involving the 12, the 14, the 8, and the 48. Pretty much all running nose to tail with one another, and this is toward the back of the field.
Yeah, they kind of had a moment about a lap or so ago. Wessel in the 41 was getting the run on S'mores in the 2, and then S'mores just, I think he clipped the apron, and it kind of bunched them all up together.
Yeah, and Dover is one of those tracks where the apron can be deadly. So yeah, pretty much everyone in the back of the field is now basically running nose to tail. And then we got the 88 of Jared Haw, who's currently running in the top 5. The top 4 have broken away from him just a bit, but I feel like he's going to have the speed to catch up to him, especially if the top 4 start battling.
Yeah, and you see Bradley kind of start to open up his corners a little more, kind of trying to stay off of hugging that bottom. And I feel like that's allowing Michael here to really charge up a run at him.
And not only that, but the 18 of Spencer Boyce is starting to pull away from Bradley by doing that. So, a pretty interesting bit of news from the league this week in terms of driver communications. And I do have it up here, so if you don't mind me reading them. It says a new sort of rule that was announced in the league earlier this week is that you must have a mic so you can communicate with everyone. So if you don't have a mic, you will not be able to race. And out of respect for others, do not mute yourself during the race unless necessary. We need to be able to communicate with each other while we are on the track. You also must be in the PSN party or Discord and showing online to receive any sort of invite for practice, qualifying, or the race. And you must remain in the party, Discord, or PSN at all times during the race. We understand lagouts may occur, but to your best ability, please get back into the party. Leaving the party while still racing might result in a point penalty and or disqualification, as the caution is out and everyone is coming to pit road. So yeah, pretty big rule change there, especially since, you know, it involves driver communication or driver-to-driver communication.
Oh, for sure.
And since everyone is on pit road, so we'll see who has the first stall. And I believe, Mr. Sal Zavala, that belongs to you.
Yeah.
So you did have to start and park to make sure everything doesn't get laggy in the lobby. But the good thing is, I know which car to go to whenever everyone's on pit road. Where Spencer was the first to complete his stop, and it looks like he will just barely edge out Bradley to win the race off the pit road.
Close.
That was very close. Or Spencer Boyce currently fighting for his Cup Series playoff life, but he has it a little bit easier in the midweek series as he is the midweek points leader. And he has elected to take the inside for the restart.
No surprise there. I think that is going to be the lane to go on these restarts.
Yeah, and we heard at the start of the race, I believe the outside line got backed up as the green flag's out. We're back underway at Dover. And yeah, Spencer got a good jump, but Bradley got a pretty good jump too from on the outside as he was still able to hang with Spencer.
And he was able to get cleared pretty quickly there of Mind Killer, so he'll hang on to that second spot.
And everybody pretty much running double file. And I think I saw one car kind of lose it there on the back, and that's the 12 of Joshua Harris. Well, it is a one-car incident, though. We do stay green. And how about Tegan Jones? He's up to third. So whatever adjustment he made on pit road, it definitely worked out for him now. But of course, we did just restart the race, so it's going to take a little bit for his car to come into his own. Especially if he sets it up for the long run.
He's making a charge at Bradley now for second.
Yes, he does. And he gets it done on the outside. So Tegan Jones is up to second. And he still has a bit of a gap between himself and race leader Spencer Boyce, but considering that it's Tegan Jones, he'll make quick work of that gap real quick.
The biggest loser on this restart, other than Harris, looks to be Mind Killer. He went from battling for second to now barely hanging on into the top 5.
And Fox is currently running in 5th. But he is trying to work his way past the other Michael in the field, and that is the 9 of Michael Whitman. And of course, Sal, Mike is your man, so and it looks like he's doing a good job as he tried to get underneath Bradley for second, but he got onto the apron just a little bit, but thankfully his car stayed straight.
Yeah, he knows it's probably not the best time to battle. I mean, you got Spencer out there.
Oh, contact between the 22 and the 10 coming off of 4. And they're still side by side. So something must have happened between the 22 and the 10. As Kamal Wright gets into the wall there off of 2. And now Fox has retained 5th. Meanwhile, Spencer Boyce, he's still out front, and he's actually done a pretty good job keeping the gap between himself and Tegan Jones right where it is. Especially considering that Tegan always brings a fast car here, as well as every other track that we go to.
I'm gonna be interested to see how that 18 car handles here on the long run.
Yeah, the long run's definitely going to play an important role. Usually, in a lot of our races, our guys do a pretty good job at keeping things clean and relatively caution-free, minus the stage breaks, of course. So, if there's one thing these guys should know how to set their car up for, it's the long run. But it looks like Tegan has broken free from third place Bradley. Not by a whole lot, but he's gapping him a bit. Meanwhile, right behind Tegan is a battle between the two Hendrick teammates of Bradley Domer Jr. and Michael Whitman. As Bradley still hanging on to it. Spencer's still out front, but I think he's actually pulled away from Tegan even more, so it looks like Spencer might have set his car up for the long run.
Yeah, this is pretty surprising by him. He's definitely made that gap larger.
And now Tegan's under attack from Bradley. So it looks like Tegan Jones might have to make another pretty big adjustment on pit road once we come to the end of the stage. Yeah, pretty much everyone from second on back is starting to run nose to tail. Going into one, Bradley tried making it work on the outside. And now he's going to try to dive it down low to get around Jones for second. Oh, but Tegan got loose off the floor. Just a bit. Oh, and Bradley's got to run. And he's diving down to the inside. He's right on Tegan's quarter panel. Oh, but Tegan hangs on to second for now. Shuts the door on him. But now that's allowed David Wessel to catch up to this fight. So make it a 5-car battle for second. And now Tegan's starting to pull away again. And well, how about Fox? He's now worked his way up to fourth. He got around Whitman.
Yeah, after losing those spots, he's definitely making a nice little comeback here.
So Fox definitely has some long run speed. Oh, it looked like Bradley might have gotten loose off of two. So an opportunity may present itself for Michael Fox. He's right there. He's going to try to get his nose in there. And it looks like Spencer might be coming up to some lap traffic in a little bit, and that is the 12 of Joshua Harris, who kind of lost it and hit the inside wall on the restart.
Ooh, Tegan got really loose there on the exit of 2, got into the wall a bit. That let Bradley close in here going into 3 and 4.
And of course, that also brings Michael Fox with him. Oh, Tegan hard into the wall. Bradley also in the wall. They're 3 wide for second. And Michael Fox, but not quite yet. Oh, contact between the 22 and the 4. And now Mike's in the inside wall. So Michael Whitman hard into the inside wall.
Oh, you know he was not happy about that.
Oh, I bet. Of course, it is a one-car incident, and everybody else was able to keep it straight, so we do stay green. Oh, but it looks like the caution might come out here.
Yeah.
Well, I gotta listen to the audio of that.
So I'll get Slotty off.
Mine's tight on FT's.
Damn,
Oh,
damn,
no.
we had a couple people smack the wall there. Holy shit.
Oh, man.
What is that?
I knew you was going to do that, too. I knew you was going to do that, too.
Oh, no.
Oh, there you go.
That's a left. That's a left. That's a
And
left.
these fucking fences
Yes.
still. Fucking idiot.
Holy.
Oh,
no.
Sorry, Matt. Sorry, Matt.
God.
That'll be a yellow.
Who the fuck did that?
Mine killed.
I got slammed up into the wall.
You came down on me.
I was about to say, look like
Mine
you
killer,
came
you
down.
got fucking loose and slammed
Thank
yourself.
the Lord.
I'm
And then I
hitting
got
that
you outside and you fucking pinched me up there anyways.
fucking horse shit.
Caution's out.
It's probably going to end the stage.
Oh, yeah, he was definitely mad.
Yeah. That's about what I expected.
And look at Anthony Peters. He'll win the race off of pit road. And you got the 88 and the 48 behind him, so I think they might have only taken 2.
Short little sprint here to try to end the stage probably, so these guys banking on those stage points.
Well, we're not sure if it'll end the stage or not. But of course, if they can get doubled up pretty quickly, then we will go back green. But and yeah, there they go. They are doubling up, so it looks like we are gonna have a little bit of a mad dash to the end of the stage. I think stage is lap 50 to 51, so we're coming up on 3 laps to go, I believe. And green flag's out. We are back underway at Dover. Bit of a pretty good jump from the 8 there as he got Kevin Hall behind him. But crucially, Spencer Boyce hit the bottom. And now look at Tegan Jones. He's got a huge run on the outside.
Wow.
Oh, and a huge stack up of a 2. And how about
Spencer's in the wall?
And how about that? Tegan Jones taking advantage of the stack up front, and he's now out front, and he's going to win the stage if it looks like. And I believe this is the last lap of the stage. We've hit lap 50. And wow, what a restart. What a restart for Tegan Jones as he'll come off of turn 4. And he'll win the stage.
And the stage dominated by Spencer. Tegan manages to steal it.
Yeah, it was just the, it was the stack up on the inside lane in the middle of turn 1 and 2, but Jones found the hole on the outside and he took it. So now with that, stage results are Tegan Jones with the win, Kamal Wright second, Spencer Boyce third, Bradley Domer Jr. fourth, Michael Fox fifth, Jarrett Haas sixth, Michael Whitman seventh, David Wessel eighth, Kevin Hall ninth, and Anthony Peters 10th. So two of the guys that stayed out or got 2 tires on pit road, like, they ended up finishing toward the back of the field, but at least they still got stage points. Of course, everyone is now on pit road, and we shall see who wins the race off. Spencer was the first to leave his stall. And it looks like Tegan Jones will win the race off. Got some guys still on pit road with damage. One of them being the 14 Orion Parsons. Of course, he is well over 130 points above the cut line, so he shouldn't really have to worry about locking himself in with a win. But of course, he would like to win one of these races before the playoffs start, so he can guarantee himself a spot. And everyone is doubled up, so we are going to go green this time. Or maybe next time. As everyone is pretty much all spread out. And oh yeah, that's why Parsons and Connors are both coming back on the pit road. And the field is stopping for them, so... And now everyone's going again. And if everyone can get doubled up now, we can go green this time around. I just gotta wait for the 00 and the 14. Now, but here comes Parsons off of turn 2. So yeah, we are gonna go green this time. And Tegan Jones has elected to take the outside for the restart. So,
but he does have a teammate down there, so
he'll definitely basically stack the inside line up so Tegan Jones can get onto the bottom as we hit the Geico restart zone for the final stage. It's time to crank it up.
I'm sorry, Ryan.
You're a wild restart.
I mean, what?
Oh, my bad, bad pass.
You too.
I got out of gas and it turned.
I'm gonna start making some fucking ground.
Sorry about that.
Oh.
Boy, that was scary, boy. I ain't gonna lie.
Honestly, I got out of gas, started turning, and I was following Tegan.
I'm really glad no one was to my outside because you might have been murdered.
I take full blame for that.
Sorry, JB. I don't know.
I'm
like,
so
I was
glad.
like, started slowing down. I'm like, I didn't slow down. I was like, what the fuck?
I got woos.
I gave you some space.
Thank you. I caught that. It's like line sensitive off of 2, and I caught the fucking woos. Thank you. God damn it.
Okay. Love you too. I love you too.
Oh, shit. Man, we are going low.
Oh, no.
I let up and I sucked it in.
My car's out of control right now. I hate this fucking racetrack. I got 2% front damage. And fuck
You
you.
better at Dover.
I'm saving it.
I was
really good on the first run, too.
Oh, mine killer, you fuck!
I'll just wreck his ass.
You cut my nose off and put me onto the apron. Now I gotta deal with.
He's slow as fuck right now, too. I don't know what he's doing.
Oh my gosh.
I thought I was
already worked it past you once, now I gotta fucking do it again.
Oh my Christ. I thought I was gonna destroy that fence.
I don't want to do it.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
Like a fucking boat.
Come on.
Fucking broken. It really is, man. Sorry, I had to, the way you sound it almost sounded exactly like that.
Well, it is fucking broke.
Steven, did you get loose off of 4? Oh yeah, I've been loose like every corner so far. I'm waiting for it to fucking get out of it. Don't mind me. I kissed the wall, and I liked it.
So now, how about Tegan Jones putting a gap on Bradley?
Yeah, whatever adjustments he made after that first little run definitely worked.
Yeah, it's definitely working now. As this car is really flying. And another, and a bit of an update, Spencer Boyce, he is currently running in 8th. Especially, after dominating the first stage, but having it stolen away on the final restart. So whatever adjustments he made on pit road, yeah, it's definitely not working. So again, basically everyone from second on back is basically fighting each other right now. As Tegan, he is pretty much gone.
Yeah, this man's gonna be done.
Oh, Bradley hit the wall. Bradley got tight, hit the outside wall, coming off of 4, and then he just dove it down low and hit the inside wall. So that'll put David Wessel up to second. So Stuart Haas is currently running 1, 2, 3 now. And it's all Fords in the top 4. And of course, the odd one out in the top 5 is the 88 of Jared Haw, who is currently the highest running Chevy. As oh, Kamal Wright got tight and hit the wall. So now Jared Haw takes over 4th. And again, everyone from second on back. I would say from second up until about from second to 9th is all running together.
That's amazing. Whoever the leader's been, whether it's been Tegan or Spencer today, it's been amazing the gap they've been able to put and then how closely everyone else runs.
Yeah, as of now, it's pretty much all Tegan up there. So now it's Michael Fox running in third. But he is on the back bumper up to David Wessel, so he might try to make a move. Oh, but Wessel goes up high, though. Ah, and Wessel holds on. But now here comes Jared Hall on the inside of Michael Fox. And they are still side by side for third. But Fox was able to get the better run off of fourth, so he'll hang on to third. At least for now. Now the Hall's gonna try again. And now how about Michael Whitman? He just easily got around Kamal Wright as we got two cars up in the outside. And Kevin Hall looks like he lagged out. And Kamal Wright just hit the wall. And yeah, Kevin Hall has lagged out.
Yeah.
And now we got a three-way battle for second as Michael Fox, he's trying to make it work on the outside to get around David Wessel. But Wessel's still hanging tough down low. Oh, but he smacked the wall off of two. And that's going to allow Fox to take second. And that's also going to allow Hall to take third. And Whitman might try to get him for fourth. But Wessel hangs on to fourth.
It's the only bad thing about running so close together. One little mistake and you're losing 2 to 3 spots.
Yeah, and we saw that happen with multiple drivers tonight, not just Wessel. And that was all for second. And so Tegan Jones is probably thinking to himself, yeah, keep battling so I can make my lead grow even more. But the 22 of Michael Fox, he's another driver that always seems to have a fast car around Dover. So if there's anyone that can give Jones a run for his money, it is the 22 of Michael Fox. As we got the other Michael making the move on Wessel for fourth. And now Wessel's dropping back. Yeah, so something must be definitely up with David Wessel's car. As I believe he's currently running in, let me see. Yeah, he's currently running in sixth. Yeah, and it definitely looks like Tegan Jones's lead is shrinking, as we got Michael Fox closing that gap, and I believe Kevin Hall has joined the party, so I know it must be pretty tough lagging out of the race like that.
Yeah, third week in a row, but hey, we're having fun here watching it from the broadcast stand, I'm sure.
Well, it's great to see that it has now become a three-man booth up here. Oh, Tegan Jones gets a pretty big sideways moment off of four, and that is definitely going to allow Fox to close in.
I mean, Jared in the 88, he looked like he had a moment there as well.
And now Fox is there. He is right on Tegan's back bumper. And now it looks like Jones got loose off of 2, and Fox again is trying to pass someone on the high side, and we've seen him do that a couple of times this run. Oh, Jones got loose again, and now Michael Fox has firmly taken the lead. But now Jared Haw, he's right on Jones's back bumper as well. Oh, and Jones looks like he got loose again off of 4. So yeah, something's definitely up with the 4 car.
He's been getting way too loose there lately.
Yeah, he has, and now Fox is pulling away as, oh, Jones again got very loose off of 4. And now Jared Haw. And now Jared Haw takes over second.
Yeah, I was about to say, JB was trying to find any way that he could to get in front of Tegan there because he's got his teammates right behind him of Mike Min and Bradley.
And it looks like Jones hit the wall off of 2. But green flag pit stops have started, so pretty much everyone from second on back is in.
Just in time for Tegan.
Yeah, at this point, he's basically trying to control the damage. And now race leader Michael Fox is in. It looks like Kamal Wright is the first driver off of pit road on this cycle of stops. But I don't think he'll cycle back into the lead though. How about Michael Whitman? I believe he was the first one off of pit road, at least this group of guys. So he might cycle out in a second. Yeah, but he is now coming up on the 22, who is now coming off of pit road.
This is going to be really close.
But Fox keeps the lead.
Yeah, Fox had a really good pit entry and exit. Look how this all cycled through here. You've got Mind Killer still holding the lead. Then you got the Hendrick Motorsports 9 machine second. And then Wessel, the 41, kind of a quiet but really quick run for him, sitting in third.
Yeah, not to mention it was Fox and Whitman getting into it toward the end of the first stage with Whitman finding himself in the inside wall.
Yeah,
so a very nice recovery for the 9.
Wessel pounded the wall coming off of 4, and he allowed the 24 of Bradley to try to sneak by him. Or not Bradley, JB.
So yeah, Jared Haw is now running in third. But Wessel's trying to come back at him though. But of course, Haw and Domer Jr. do both have Exalta on the hood. So yeah, I can definitely see where the confusion came in there.
I don't know about you, Sal, but it's very foreign to see the 4 cars not sitting in the lead at the likes of Dover.
Yeah. Whatever trouble he was having, hopefully he adjusted well to it. And if he does, that's going to be bad news, because if he was able to gap and keep the lead for that long without any adjustments, I can't imagine that 4 car clicking on all cylinders the way we're used to him doing.
And it looks like he's already trying to work on his teammate. Ooh.
Yeah, he definitely is. And it looked like Wessel again smacked the wall off before, and now Jones is on the inside of him.
Ooh, Mindkiller slapped the wall, it looked like, too.
Yeah, but he still has a pretty comfortable lead.
Better be careful. Coming up on the lap car here of Anthony, though. That car's been wicked loose out of nowhere, so that 8 has a potential of wrecking the leader here. I mean, it won't be good news for these cats behind him either, because this is a very narrow track. They can easily get collected in that kind of mayhem.
And not only that, but it'll definitely bring out the caution and bunch the field up. And that'll definitely give Tegan Jones another shot to get out front. He's currently running in 4th.
He's scared in the 88, making a move on Mike Man for second.
And he will take second.
Yeah, one of the 2 Exalta machines definitely has a quick car for Dover.
Yeah, and it is the 88. And Fox still with a very sizable gap.
Really not a whole lot of other action going on around the track. Just about everybody's minding their P's and Q's now.
And it definitely looks like Fox hasn't really been catching the lap car of Anthony Peters at all this run. The gap still seems to be the same as it was when they all left pit road.
That doesn't tell you how important track position here is at Dover.
But of course, Anthony Peters, he is trying to stay on the lead lap here.
Unfortunately for him, they have already passed the halfway mark in this race. So he's got another half of a race left to try to hold off the leader.
Yeah, the gap between Peters and Fox has not come down as much as Fox would have liked. And Ha was able to break away from the 9 of Whitman. But now the 9's about to be under attack from Tegan Jones.
Yeah, Tegan, he's slowly making his way up there, trying to make the passes that he can necessary. But these cars are so even on this racetrack right now. It is so hard to pass without the next thing I make a mistake.
Jones in the wall.
Yeah,
and Wessel gets by. There. Wessel gets by. Parsons might get by. And he will.
2 teammates getting by. But he's not going to let that 18 by that easy, I don't believe.
Yeah, certainly not.
And then behind the 18 is his 4th Stuart Haas teammate there of ZX.
And it looks like everything has stabilized now.
Little note here too. Look how much ground Bradley's made up after that costly mistake there.
Yeah, he's made up quite a bit of ground, but he's still a little too far behind.
Definitely has a long way to go, and I'm telling you too, this draft is very potent, even on low draft here. The speeds on this short racetrack are so high that you can be in a 3-car pack and pick up a draft 4/10 behind the guy in front of you.
Yeah, now Fox has caught up to the 8 of Anthony Peters, so now I believe. He's battling them here. I mean, Peters is trying to stay. Yeah, Peters is trying to stay on the lead lap, though. But Fox gets by.
Yeah, a rolling roadblock was what the 8 was trying to be there, but it was not to his liking there, as Fox easily made work of him there going through turns 1 and 2.
And if anything, Fox's gap over Jared Haw has gotten even bigger. As he's now almost a full straightaway ahead. And at this point in the run, pretty much everyone needs a caution to bunch everyone back up.
Yeah, Mind Killer, with that extra lap of fresher tires than everybody else, he's able to now put over a 3-second gap to the second place runner here, JB.
Yeah, and he's really piling the pressure on. And I believe if he wins tonight, this will be his first oval track win of the year, and I believe his first one in a while as well.
It's definitely been a while since Mind Killer has been in a victory lane, as we're now down less than 90 laps to go. Yeah, he's he's been waiting for an oval win for quite a while and had quite a few chances to be able to pull it off based off of strategy, and almost done it last year against Tegan with just fuel only, but came up a little short there, ended up finishing right behind Tegan in second.
And I am scrolling back a little bit here to the winner banners to see some of the results, at least especially with the Fox, of course. So, of course, he did win Sonoma a few weeks ago. I'm still looking to see his first win of the year.
It was that Canadian Tire, I believe.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Of course, everyone here remembers that.
Yeah, so do I.
Well, I just did. Yeah, I just didn't see the banner for it. I guess one wasn't made. But I am still kind of going back to see. Yeah, of course he won playoff race at the Indy Road Course.
Ooh, Tegan got really loose right in the transition of 1 and 2. Lost a lot of momentum there. But looked like a lot of guys got in front of him lost momentum too. I don't know if Mikeman hit the wall or what's going on.
Yeah, it's starting to get pretty dicey back there.
Wow, there was a huge stack up there between Mikeman and the 41 of Wessel there. I'm not sure exactly what happened there. My camera wasn't on them, but they had some type of issue through turns 3 and 4, and I'm talking about they massively stacked everybody up to where now it looks like Ryan Guy is up to 3rd, Tegan 4th, ZX in 5th. hefty change there in a matter of a half a lap.
Yeah, it looks like that 9 car is really loose right now.
Did you see what happened, Sal, or you just saw the kind of the end result like I did?
I just saw the end result there. The 10 pulls down the pit. 18's up into the wall.
That's allowed Mike Man and Wessel to come right back past 18 here. Just
and
like that. Go ahead.
And Ryan Parsons has moved himself up to third after all of that.
9 and the 18 look to both be pitting here.
And the 4 as well.
So this round of green flag pit stops has begun.
'88 peels down the pit road.
All right, I think, and now Michael Fox is on pit road as well as the 22, as well as the 14 of Ryan Parsons, and I think I have found it. Michael Fox's last oval track win was the playoff race at Auto Club in 2023. So it's definitely been a while since he's won on the oval, or at least in the Cup Series anyway. And Fox is out.
Got a little bit of audio right here for you, Harp. Kind of a little bit of transaction of what happened between Mikeman and Wessel to allow all that calamity to unfold.
All right, let's hear it.
So there you go.
Yeah, his gas wasn't working.
So some mechanical issues under the Napa machine here. They need to go to the auto parts store and get that fixed.
I'm sure they would want to wait at the conclusion of the race to do that, because he is still running in a pretty decent spot, 6th place, even after all of that.
Yeah, and all now that the pit stops has cycled through, you got Mike Killer in the lead still, JB in 2nd, Tegan Jones in 3rd, ZX in 4th, and Ron Guy in 5th. And JB and Mime Killer's distance between 1st and 2nd is a little over 3.3 seconds. So Mike Killer putting yet another gap in between him and the lead pack behind him.
So pretty much the dominant driver has pretty much flip-flopped a few times in the race. At the start of the race, it was Spencer out front leading this thing pretty much the whole time, and then Tegan Jones dominating the second stint, but now with about 73 laps to go, it's Fox pretty much dominating this one. But Fox got into the wall just a tiny bit, but of course he still has a pretty comfortable lead, so no harm, no foul there.
and I know the camera wasn't on it, but Bradley almost wiped out going out of turns 4 right there. Saves it out off the front stretch again, but that has been the trouble turn for Bradley in the 24.
I'd say it's been the trouble turn for basically everyone. Basically, every driver in this field has had some sort of issue coming off of 4. Same deal coming off of 2. So definitely corner exit has been a major factor in this one.
Looks like we got a battle for 6 right here. Spencer looking and trying all he can to get in front of the 9 car of Mikeman here, but doesn't have enough momentum to be able to make the pass. It's just so tough to pass here.
Yeah, you have to have such good momentum in order to run in there and complete a pass, because then if not, you're just going to be stuck behind them.
Not only that, Sal, but oh, go ahead.
But Spencer does still have Mike in his sight, so as long as he's right in his in front of his windshield, he'll definitely have a chance.
Well, I was about to say, when you do feel like you have enough momentum, if you try to go into the corner there side by side, even just hugging the corner panel there, you get stuck side by side, you lose so much momentum because all of your speed is based off of how you come off the exits here, and you just kill both yours and the guy you're trying to pass momentum. And then even then, you might not even get to pass the guy because the outside line is the preferred line when trying to hold off somebody.
Yeah, definitely the middle lane has definitely helped some of these guys keep their spots.
And we're just now crossing to where there is 67 laps to go.
$67 to go, and Fox has put the 17 of Chase Loans a lap down. Yeah, Spencer's still right there. Right behind Whitman.
And the truth is, he has the car faster than Whitman, but he doesn't want to put a move on him because of what was stated earlier. He knows that if he tries to put a move on him on the wrong time going into the wrong corner, they can hold both of them up and then allow the likes of the 24 to catch up to him and whoever's behind him as well. Oh, that's Anthony. He's a lap down.
So, that will be the 41 of David Wessel.
Yeah, the 8 car of Anthony, don't be fooled, folks. He is running good pace with these guys right here, but unfortunately is not on the same lap as these guys are. So wherever he is at, these guys are not battling for position when trying to pass him.
He is still making his presence felt, though. I will give him that.
Ooh, Mikeman got really loose.
Yeah, Whitman got loose off of 4, and again, like the exits of turns 2 and 4 have been calamity corners for a lot of these guys.
And just like that, Spencer got loose off of 2.
So it's a moot point. But now here comes Bradley looking to get involved.
Yeah, Bradley actually, yeah, I was about to say he looks like he hit the apron, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. But thankfully he did not spin out.
Alrighty, Sal. You're the 9 of Mikeman. You're the 24 of Bradley. You know that your teammate that is still in the race, JB, sitting up there in second. What are you able to do as a teammates to be able to catch back up to that lead pack. And Spencer looks like he's letting everybody go now.
It looks like he got loose off of turn 4, and now Bradley, he's moved himself up to 7th.
And your Wessel, you know that you got messed up by Mike Mid's mechanical error with the response of the throttle there, if that's even a word. How do you catch up to the lead pack at this point?
You need a caution. I mean, I really don't think there's much you can do right now at this point in the race without a caution.
While you were saying that, Bradley was able to get around Michael Whitman for 6th, but now they're battling each other again.
Yeah, these two cats right here feel like they might not have much to lose now that everybody's spread out, so they're going to battle it out, and Mike Man holds off Bradley for now. That's going to allow the 41 Wessel now peek his nose underneath the exalted machine of Bradley.
But now Fox's lead over Haw is basically 1 hole straightaway and then some.
And 1 hole straightaway, folks, is just about 6 seconds apart. So that right there tells you just how much an advantage Mindkiller has over this whole entire field. Ooh, I didn't even see that Ryan guy got in front of Tegan Jones. Yeah, so Ryan up to 3rd.
So another great result in the making for the number 14. Again, he is well over 130 points above the cut line, so he should be able to make it in on points. But he does still have the 88 of Jared Haw in within range, so he could try to get 2nd.
And I ain't gonna lie, I'm looking at Mindkiller's stream right here, and I don't know if Ron Guy's pitted on the same sequence as Mindkiller did, but he's actually a skosh better than the 22. And I mean, he's picking up a 10th here and a 10th there, Ryan.
Yeah, but a skosh better is still better. But really, at this point, if you're wanting to catch up to the 22 of Fox, you're going to need a caution.
Yeah, Sal definitely hit the money on that with what he said. There's no other way with, coming down to like less than 60 laps to go here, there's not any much time left. You got to have something happen for a caution to come out, but you don't want to be the one to cause caution, of course, because then you look like a total jerk. But anyway, something's got to happen.
We did see the 9 of Michael Whitman come on to pit road, so definitely a bit of an unscheduled stop for him, unless it is a scheduled stop.
Well, I just now looked at Mindkiller's stream again. As a matter of fact, I believe we're now down to 50 laps to go. Actually, we are, yeah. We're now coming down to less than 50. This is going to come to 49 laps to go when he crosses the line right here.
So I will say, Fox's stream is quite a bit delayed compared to Whitman's stream, which is what I'm looking at. And currently, it's about 52 laps to go. They're coming to 51 to go.
Oh, is it now?
Yeah, I've definitely had some experience trying to catch up with the race chat and whatnot through Fox's stream, and I can definitely tell you, Fox's stream is definitely delayed.
Oh, I thought he was delayed by just a lap right here. I apologize, folks. Let's see.
So now I believe we have 49 to go.
Oh man, it just lagged me out of watching the race right here. Darn it.
Well, how about that? And it looks like green flag pit stops have started once again. As we got the 41 and the 18. Making, I believe, their second to last or last stop of the race. We also got the 88, the 2, the 00, and the 24. They're also in. The 14 Orion Parsons is also in. And there is race leader Michael Fox. He's now in. And now Fox is out. And the 9 of Michael Whitman has gotten around him. And I believe as of right now, the race leader is the 8 of Anthony Peters, and I believe he is on pit road now. And yes, he is. And actually, no, Michael Fox has now retaken the race lead.
Yeah.
I tell you what, he might have retaken the race lead, but noticing just how much longer the 8 of Anthony went and that was able to briefly take that lead over, we might see the 8 car victory lane. So I'm curious to see how this unfolds.
Currently have 42 to go. We now have 41 to go, but of course, well, I haven't really paid attention to what these guys' fuel windows were, or at least how fast their tires are wearing, so... Well, I mean, the 8 winning the race is still very much a possibility, but...
Well,
as of right now, the 22 still got it on lock.
22 still got it on lock in this type of deal, but the fuel window is 40 laps, and I don't really know if there's any good way to save fuel here at the likes of Dover.
Not any easy way, I don't think.
Luckily, you can make it on tires, I believe, longer than 40 laps, but yeah, that fuel, that's definitely going to be the key factor in all of this.
And now he has come up to the 9 of Whitman, and now I believe Whitman's going to let him by. On the outside, maybe.
Yeah, they had a little run-in last week. Let's see how this goes.
They had a run-in early in the race. Oh, Fox in the wall.
Oh, looks like Chase is done for the day, too.
And now, yeah, Chase Loans, he's now the 3rd car out of the race. Or 2nd car out of the race. I see Sal, and I forgot he started in parts, so.
I'll tell you what, too.
The 9 is making it really hard for that 22 to pass.
Sal, you said exactly what I was about to say, and it's allowing JB to catch up drastically.
But of course, the 9 and the 88 are teammates, so this definitely helping out the 88 any way that it could.
I don't really think it's as much of I'm helping my teammate out as it is Mike Min just really giving Mind Killer as hard of a time as he can after the run-ins they've had last couple of weeks.
Yeah, but now Fox has cleared him.
Despite clearing the 9 of Mike Min there, Fox has now lost well over 3 seconds worth of a lead to the likes of JB from all of that.
But of course, now that he is in a bit of clearer air, he'll be able to build it back up again. As they now have 33 laps to go. And now we got 31 to go. Oh, looks like I think caution's out. Yeah, that, it definitely changes everything now.
This changes everything, dude.
And, Whitman is able to, get back on the lead lap because he was the first car a lap down. Hold on, I want to hear the audio of what happened here.
Do anything.
And he came right back in front of me, and
I was on the brakes.
Get off the line, guys.
I'm gonna flip.
And Kevin
make the
was
call
mad
now.
about it, so I...
We'll call
Shall we
it.
take the call? Wow.
Fucking barely caught it, and I couldn't do anything.
And he came right back in front of me, and
I was on the brakes.
Get off the line, guys. I'm gonna go around and get my lap back.
Holy.
Yeah, so something happened between Bradley and another car. I believe it was a lap car. And that's why we are under caution.
Sal, you got your caution, buddy.
Yeah. This is a brand new race now.
Rack them up, stack them up, and try to bowl for another strike here. Who are you liking at this point?
Yeah, 4 car.
I don't know. I like the 14 of Ryan guy. He's shown that he's got just a skosh better speed than the 22 of Michael Fox here. I like Tegan too, but if you're the 14 and you're ahead of your teammate, which is the 4 of Tegan and everybody else like that, you know that this is your best opportunity to capitalize on trying to nab your first win in a very long time in the Cup Series.
And Jared Hall wins the race off of pit road. So, pretty big pit stop for the 88 crew, as Jared Hall is now out front.
Big pit stop for the Hendrick Motorsports 88 team here, man. Trying to keep it unbiased, but that's my teammate. Come on with it. Hey, and I'm telling you, that 14 of Ryan Parsons right there, he's going to start right there behind the 88 machine. If he could just get by the 22 Pennzoil of Michael Fox right here, he has a very good, solid chance of being able to nab the win. Looks like we're trying to get somebody to unghost.
Yeah, pretty much everyone stopped to unghost somebody. And it looks like we are going to go green next time by. Of course, Ha has elected to take the inside for the restart. Of course, that has been the preferred line.
Yeah, I can't blame him there. You know this is your best chance to nab a win here today. You've got a strong enough car to be able to compete with the likes of the 22. He's been able to pit 2 to 3 laps ahead of when you have to come down to pit road. Now y'all are on an even level. Let's see who can dish it out.
And so Jared Ha trying to get his 3rd win of the year. Michael Fox trying to get his 3rd win of the year.
I'll tell you another cat too is
baby.
I'll tell you another cat too that's hungry is Wessel in the 41.
Yeah, trying to get his first win since Kansas last season. As they hit the Geico restart zone, the green flag's out. We're back underway at Dover. And it's pretty even between the 88 and the 22 as they go into 1. Oh, Fox gets into the wall and hits Jared Ha. And look at Tegan Jones up the middle. And everybody's just bouncing off the walls. And now look at Ryan Parsons. He's now up to 2nd. And oh, huge wreck on the backstretch. Caution is out once again. And they're side by side coming to the line, and it looks like Parsons will get the lead.
Major implications going into the final stages of this race, folks.
Got 26 laps to go as of right now, and Bradley's going to get his lap back. So yeah, something happened between the got pretty much everybody from like 6th and 7th on back got involved in that wreck. So I'm gonna try to look at it from Whitman's view. Here's the audio.
We're good.
I got so fucking loose.
That's not gonna work out well.
Jesus fuck.
That's another
Man,
flag.
God damn it. Stupid motherfuckers.
I somehow squeezed
Bradley,
that.
that's shit. Fucking damage. That's me in the wall.
What is it with my fucking teammates getting caught up in shit?
That's fucking great. We're gonna have like 15 motherfucking cautions now.
Say what?
The way my car was on that entry.
So yeah, it looked like from what I saw and what happened there, it looks like Spencer Boyce got on the apron, came up into the 12, and the 12 got into the 22, which put him in the wall. And then it was just stack up from there, and the 12 got the worst of it. And now David Wessel won the race off of pit road.
This is just insanity. With 2 tire stops and everybody now wrecking from 4th, 5th on back. Who knows who's going to win this race now?
And now Fox is back up to 3rd.
I'll tell you what, Sal, I don't mind the 2-tire strategy right here. You got to do what you got to do to get yourself in the best position to win. I like the 4-tire calls. What about you?
Yeah, I mean, we saw 2 tires there. What was it, a 2-3 lap sprint for the stage? Did not work.
And it looks like everyone has doubled up. We are going to go this time. Wessel has taken the outside for the restart. Green flag's out. We're back on our way at Dover. 24 laps to go, and Wessel got a great jump.
And he pulls his teammate, the 14 of Ryan Parsons, right behind him.
Of course, David Wessel trying to get his first win of the year and his first since Kansas last spring. But he's got a hard-charging Ryan Parsons behind him. Of course, his winless streak has been longer than that. His last win came in the fall race at Talladega in 2023. And it's all Stewart-Haas, 1, 2, 3.
Ooh, wreck, big wreck in the back.
So it looks like we might have another caution. It sounds like they will race it back to the line. Hey, yeah, caution is out once again. So this is the, I believe, the third one for an on-track incident. Fourth overall, if you count the stage break.
No, there was one before the stage break, too, so that's a total of 5 cautions.
Yeah, I was off by 1.
But I tell you what, Stewart-Haas Racing looks super strong here in the late part of this race. 1, 2, 3, 5, it looks like.
And now Cameron Morris is the lucky dog, and he will get his lap back. And yeah, everyone's in.
Will he? I believe he was involved in that wreck.
As we now currently have 20 laps to go.
I will say, though, those who, since that was fairly cleaner than the last time we had people take 2, I do think that benefited people who took 2.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, especially track position wise. And now look at Michael Whitman. He won the race off of pit road this time.
Yeah, with Spencer tagging along. And Harry.
So how about Michael Whitman? Like, he has had very much an up and down day, but now he's out in front late in this race. And also Spencer Boyce right alongside him. He dominated the early stages of the race before we got the caution to end the stage. So now he's back in this thing. And they now hit the Geico restart zone once again. And it looks like we're going to take one more lap. And it looks like we're going to take the green flag with 18 laps to go.
Yeah, I believe they had to wait on S'mores. He got down to pit road late, trying to get this lucky dog. So...
Yep, there he is. He has caught up to the tail end of the field, so we are going to go green this time.
And when we restart here, Harp, we're going to restart with 18 laps to go.
Honestly, I don't think we're done with cautions.
Much like the Kansas race in real NASCAR today, cautions bring cautions.
So Michael Whitman on the inside, Spencer Boyce on the outside. As they hit the Geico restart zone, green flag's out, 18 laps to go at Dover. And I'd say it's pretty even between the 9 and the 18, but Whitman was able to clear him, coming off of 2.
Ooh, Wessel got into the wall there out of 2.
Yeah, and he made contact with the 12 of Joshua Harris. But now Spencer Boyce, he's found some speed. He's trying to get back out front.
One of the fastest guys at the very beginning of this race now found his way back up here to the front.
Oh, Jones in the wall. And it's Kamal Wright that takes fourth away. And Spencer looking down low. We now have 15 laps to go, coming to 14 to go, but here comes Parsons underneath Spencer Boyce for second. Contact between the 14 and the 18. Parsons trying to muscle his way to the front.
I'll tell you what, Spencer's got a fast car. Being on 2 tires, Parsons got the preferred tires right here. He definitely is hungry for that win, and now he's got his eyes set on the 9 machine of Michael Whitman.
Yeah, but of course it is Dover, which is one of the toughest tracks to pass on here in the Cup Series. So he might catch up to Whitman, but Whitman's going to try to make it as hard for Parsons as possible.
And I mean, we saw how big Michael made his car just trying not to go a lap down earlier in this race. And how big do you think he can make that car battling to try and steal a win here?
Well, I mean, if you're Parsons,
but here comes Parsons underneath. And they're side by side for the lead coming off of 2.
Cannot take too much time to work on Michael. You've got to make this pass now.
And he does. But Whitman's not done yet. He's still there, though. But now here comes Kamal Wright. He wants to get involved in this scrap. Oh,
and
Parsons might have. Yeah, and Parsons might have scraped the wall coming off of 2. As we now have 10 laps to go. And the top 6 all running together.
I'm wondering if Parsons may have sustained any damage when he hit that wall there, because he's not pulling away from Mikeman like I thought he was going to.
Yeah, he might have, but well, I mean, as long as his car is out front, he's in pretty good shape. Now, all he has to do is make his car as wide as possible.
And not only that, but his teammate in the 10 of the Smith. God, ZX, he's hungry too, man. He hasn't had a win since Charlotte Roval of last year.
And of course, and it was that dramatic finish between himself and the guy running behind him, the 4 Tegan Jones. And now Kamal's making the move on him. But Whitman shuts the door. Really, that's just going to allow Parsons to pull away here. We now have 6 laps to go, and Whitman looked like there was a lag spike for the 9 of Whitman, and he might have parked the bus. And that's just going to stack everyone up behind him.
Yeah, I wonder if he didn't have throttle issues yet again. And I'm telling you, when it stacked everybody up, it literally stacked everybody up. And I'm not surprised if everybody's got some nose and rear end damage. And
we now hit 5 laps to go, which means no more cautions.
And Parsons
is pulling away.
Gone, dude. He is out of here, bro.
He took the lead in the rail.
Well, of course, it's like what Kevin Hall said. He had the preferred tires, and Whitman just couldn't really defend from it. And with 4 to go now. And now we have 3 to go. Now, of course, if you recall, the fall race at Talladega, Parsons won in a dramatic finish. And of course, he hasn't really won since. He has made an appearance in the Final Four last season. But again, he was just not able to seal the deal and get to victory lane. But now he is 2 laps away from ending a very long winless drought. And he's coming off a 4. The white flag is out. Final lap at Dover. Parsons had the tire advantage, and he took the lead when he needed to. And as he comes off of turn 4, welcome back to victory lane, Ryan Parsons. He wins at Dover.
Fuck was that for, Spencer? You stupid motherfucker.
Good job, Ryan.
You stupid son of a bitch. The fuck is that for?
Way to go, Ryan.
Good job, Ryan. What the fuck was that for, you stupid mother? No, shut the fuck up. You just fucking sent him, you dumb son of a bitch. I hope he walls your shit.
What the fuck was
Probably
that?
go run. Go run. Go run. Go
Good
run.
shit,
I've
Ryan.
seen that shit, you stupid motherfucker. If you want to send someone, just do it cleanly. Don't fucking send it all the way into the fucking corner like Austin Dillon, you dipshit. Yeah, fucking leave, pussy.
It took me out too.
I'm not playing that shit. Nah, that's bullshit. That is absolute bullshit. He fucking sent it back from like fucking 10 cars back and just fucking wrecked Mind Killer.
Completely wrecked me out.
Dude,
Just because Mind Killer cleanly went, he cleanly moved him, and then Spencer wants to go fucking kill him. That's bullshit. Absolute bullshit. Does this dumb shit every week and then expects us to. I'm
He's a
pissed.
target on my bumper now. He's a target on my bumper.
That's bullshit. That is absolute bullshit.
Man.
So enjoy interviews.
Triumphs and tribulations there.
And Tegan Jones with the fastest lap with a 23 flat almost. All right, so let's go ahead and get your race winner, Ryan Parsons, in here, because I bet he has a lot to say about that final restart.
Well, you heard, amongst everybody, issues there towards the finish of the race. Him trying to stay humble, trying to keep from screaming off the top of his lungs. But I'm telling you, that cat deserves this win, and he deserves to celebrate however loud and however way that he desires to.
And there he is, your race winner, Ryan Parsons, and I bet you that this win was a long time coming for you.
Yeah, this win feels just amazing. It's been a long time coming, and I did not expect it to be at Dover, but we're happy. A win is a win, and we'll take it.
Now, of course, your last win was at the fall race at Talladega back in 2023, where you won it in a very dramatic fashion. And, of course, you won it tonight in pretty dramatic fashion as well. But would you say that this one was definitely easier than Talladega?
I definitely a little less stressful than Dega, especially once we got to 5 to go. But, yeah, no, I mean, I'm just grateful. It's been tough. I mean, obviously, back-to-back weeks I go and finish third and had a shot at Vegas to win it, and that didn't go my way. So, to just get the win at Dover is just incredible.
Yeah, take us through the race there. Basically the whole race. You've had a pretty crazy night, but you were basically out front the whole time.
Yeah, besides stage one, where that was just a crapshoot within itself. Early stages of this race, it was not going my way, and I thought this is just going to be another Dover race that I maybe squeak out a top 7, maybe top 8, and move on. But no, once I really kind of got the track position and got the car rolling, that's when I knew, like, okay, top 5 is definitely in play, and maybe if a caution or two fall my way and make the right moves, a win is definitely possible.
Now, entering tonight, you were almost 140 points above the cut line. And I said that barring like any major like catastrophes, you were going to lock yourself in on points. But now that you've won tonight, you have pretty much guaranteed yourself a playoff spot.
Yeah, it definitely feels good to have that locked in now, because now I can kind of race a little more freely and have a little more fun instead of stressing about getting a win. So, that's what's really going to help me, is just being able to relax now on the track and not have to worry as much and just run my race and not have to run anybody else's.
Now with this win, like what's your mindset like going into Charlotte? Because I know you won the midweek race there earlier in the year.
Go win the 600. Try to go back to back. That's the goal. But a top 5 would be good there. I just love Charlotte. That track's treated me pretty well throughout my whole career in this league. So hopefully it stays the same. I'm going in confident. I hopefully leave out with a really good finish.
And so, Kevron?
Parsons, well-deserved win, man. You definitely deserve to celebrate it in the loudest way that you know and the best way that you know.
10-4.
Man, was there ever a thought that when you came out of pit road behind, who was a JB, there about second or third to last caution that came out, you took those 4 tires, and then what was it? It was that caution after that. You had Mikeman and
everybody else, and Mike Harris and Spencer.
Spencer, yeah. When they took those two, did you ever have in the back of your mind like something's going to happen where I'm going to get screwed, or were you just so focused in on getting that win that you just didn't have that thought whatsoever?
I didn't. I'll be honest, at first I had that thought, but once the restart kind of went cleanly, that thought went out of my mind, and it was get past the 12, then get past the 18, and then hopefully get past the 9, and that's exactly what happened, and it just luck kind of fell my way, and having those 4 fresh tires allowing my car to turn easier and get to the bottom a little easier, and then Mike getting loose, hitting the apron, and causing everyone to get all back bundled up behind me is when I really started relaxing and just racing my race at that point.
Well, all I can say to that is you beat everybody's favorite driver. So congratulations to you, Parsons.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yes, congratulations on a huge win tonight, and we'll see you next week for the 600.
All right, thank you, guys.
And now we will bring in the runner-up finisher, Michael Whitman. A very, very wild night for him, as he's pretty much been, all over the track tonight, like out front, in the back, in the wall, and pretty much everywhere in between.
That was the scrappiest runner-up finish I've seen Michael Whitman pull off in a while, Harp.
And there is your second-place finisher, Michael Whitman. A very, very crazy night for you. You've been, like out front, in the back, in the wall, a lap down, but somehow you were able to get yourself a runner-up finish.
Yeah, I think the world owed it to me after the first, I'd say, 75% of that race. There's just so much nonsense that happened to me from the word go on that one. Just made a good call by taking 2 there to get myself track position. Ryan made a good move, bumped me out of the way. He did what he needed to do. He was the faster car, fresher tires. And I was able to hold off Kamal. I almost wrecked it at one point, but I hung on to it and, did what we needed to do. Just topsy-turvy is, I think, an understatement for my race tonight. But to end up second, if you told me that at about lap 150, I would have, called you nuts. So, super happy with that, considering how the race went for me.
And yeah, you were involved in 2 of the big accidents that brought out cautions. Can you take us through what happened in those 2 instances?
Which ones are you talking about?
Definitely the one with you and Fox, and then the big one coming off of 2.
Well, what do you expect with Mind Killer? That's the answer to one.
I didn't do it.
Him and Tegan, they're both, I'd say, generally lean on the side of aggressive drivers. So you put those 2 side by side at the exit of the corner. One of them is probably not making it out. I'm not sure who did what to who. I'd have to go back and look. But I know the 22 got up in the wall, and that killed me. The big one off of 2, there was so much wrecks. I don't even know which one you're talking about. So I have to think back to even when that was. I have no clue.
Yeah, it's the one late in the race where Fox got into the wall and then came
with
back
Harris
down with Harris. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what happened. I'm not surprised Mind Killer is in it. I feel bad. I as much as I say this, and I don't think he's a very smart race car driver, I feel bad for him because he had an absolute rocket ship tonight, and that caution that happened and those restarts really were unfortunate to him. So I do feel bad about that because he was lightning fast and probably deserved to come out of today with a win. But sometimes it doesn't work like that. So
Yeah, but now we head to Charlotte next week for the 600. So how do you think that race is going to turn out for you?
we'll see. I think 1-2 last or Tegan 2022 and 2024 it was Tegan first, me second. He sped I think at 23, which is probably the only reason why I won. And so yeah, I assume he'll be up towards the front. I think I'll be too. Look out for Ryan. He could have some momentum. I think everybody's pretty good there. 88, 24, 10. All the guys you expect to see towards the front of these kind of tracks, I think, will be. I think we're all relatively close at Charlotte. So, yeah, should be a fun one, I'd say. Hopeful that I can have some better luck. I feel like, it's easy for me to say I finished 6th and 2nd the last 2 weeks, but I feel like a lot of unfortunate things have happened in my direction. So hopefully we can get the ball kind of back rolling in the right direction and maybe have a clean day because we haven't had one of those in a while. So just hopeful, as I said, to keep the nose clean and to hopefully run up front, lead laps, and contend for the win.
All right, so Kevron?
Well, all I got to say is that was the scrappiest second place finish I've ever seen you pick up. As far as I've raced around you, man, I know you've definitely had a frustrating day today, but was able to pull out a second place finish after that 2-tire stop. Got to make you feel good about it at least going into Charlotte next week.
Yeah, for sure. Again, just topsy-turvy, wild, scrappy, good word for it. Just had to fight a lot, and I feel like every time I was side by side or behind somebody, they had a problem. So it was tough, and I obviously during the end of that race, like the second half, I was not strong. My car kind of faded away. So I apologize if I messed anybody up, but I feel like I had a lot of bad stuff happen in my direction. So timing of the caution, strategy, that everything played out in that last 50 lap run to my advantage. Would I have liked to come out with the win? Obviously, but I think a second place, considering everything that happened, is more than good enough. And super proud before I got out of here, Ryan. he bumped me out of the way, but he did what he needed to do. Faster car, 4 tires. Completely understand it. Doors open if if it's the other way around. But it's been a long time coming for him. Super happy to see him win. He races me, I'd argue, with almost as much, if not more, respect than anybody else. So super proud of him. He deserves to be back in victory lane. So glad to see it for Ryan.
Well, I'll tell you, before Harp lets you go, I got to ask one more question. It seemed like you've had a couple of times where you were having throttle response issues. Take us through a little bit about that and what the deal is with that.
I have no clue. I got in the apron. I don't know if it started before I got in the apron. And then, like, I was holding down R2 and it just was not, like, I didn't really realize, like, my speed was as slow. And then a couple people blew by me and Wes was up my ass. So I had no clue what was going on. And, it got back going eventually, but it was a really odd deal. It really hurt me, actually, because I lost a lot of time. And I feel bad because it put Wessel in a bad spot. And I really hate that happened to him. And, the karma turned back around because he got loose and wrecked me. So I cost him time. He cost me time. It all evens out, so it's hopefully not something that we have happen again. It was really odd. Definitely concerning because it was going for a good lap or two where I was, maxing out at about 130. I don't even know how I fixed it. I don't remember. It all moved pretty fast. So, yeah, that was concerning, but I won't be too overly concerned. I doubt something like that would happen again, but you never know. Who knows anymore? That was just one of many things that I feel like went against me in that race. It was a wild one.
And a wild one for sure. But congrats on your runner-up finish tonight, and we'll see you next week for the 600.
For sure. Thanks, guys.
All right, so now let's bring in third place guy, Mr. Kamal Wright. Yeah, he definitely had some chances to get up there and steal the race win. And there is your third place finisher, Kamal Wright. Definitely late in the race, it was a pretty wild result there at the end.
Man, I'll take it. That's all I can say. I'll take it.
Borderline speechless, Harp.
Yeah, yeah, you pretty much were basically, like Whitman, you were basically everywhere, like the whole night, the front and the back, but you were able to get out front when you needed to, and you were able to get yourself a top 5 finish at Dover.
Listen, that caution saved me because I had a speeding penalty, and it dropped me way back to 7th. Luckily, I didn't go a lap down, but Mind Killer was catching. So, I'm just like Kevin said, speechless. Like I'm actually thrilled that the caution came out and played in my favor.
And so, what ended up happening with that speeding penalty on pit road? Where and the race was at, and how'd you get it?
Well, I was trying to make up time because Mind Killer was just laying it down, bro. Like he was just his, like his lap times were ridiculous compared to the field's lap times, and he was just pulling. So I was trying to get as much time as I could on pit road, and I got a little too greedy, and I locked it. And I came into pit road around 50 miles per hour, 50 or 60 miles per hour. I didn't get it down to 35 in time, so it is what it is.
Yeah, of course, we go to Charlotte next week for the 600. What's your thinking going into that?
I mean, I won there before, so I'm feeling pretty confident going in here, going to Charlotte. Like I said, hopefully everything holds up. Everything's been holding up lately, so I mean, it's getting to the point to where I probably don't have to worry about this internet issue no more. I'm getting more confident in it, and eventually we can find ourselves in victory lane here soon.
All right, so Kevron.
Well, I'll tell you what, you could take what internet issues I've been having back because I think you gave it to me, ZX.
Hey, look, don't worry. Next week, I got you. Next week, I'm stealing. I'm going to end up stealing Spencer's internet real quick.
There you go. Well, I tell you what, there's one more thing too that the only opinion that I have on this race, and it's based off of a little replay that you sent in one of the groups here that I want to play over the microphone, and it sounds like this. That is ZX's race in a nutshell.
I had a heart attack, bro. Chase was a lap down, right? And I think he got loose off turn 4, and then he hit the wall. He bounced off the wall, and he just like stopped. Like on his screen, he probably was spinning and crashing, but on my screen, he just stopped. So I had a heart attack. I had a mini heart attack. I thought my race was over at that point.
But I tell you what, man, just barely dodging that was able to get you in the position to finish third place. So, yeah, definitely a good job getting up there to what you needed to do to finish up in the top 5.
Yeah, I needed that. I needed to gain points. That's what it's all about. Just continue to gain points.
Well, you needed points and you got points, but congrats on your third place finish tonight, and we'll see you next week for the 600.
All right. See you guys next week.
Now I have to ask, what point, in the race, was that audio clip there?
That was coming right at 52 laps to go because it happened off of turn 4.
All right, so I'll definitely look at that later. But right now, let's bring in your fourth place finisher, Jared Haw.
He was definitely a car that definitely had the opportunity to win tonight's race if all the cards unfolded his way, but or at least even top 2, top 3. But finishing fourth, I don't feel like JB is heartbroken about that.
Yeah, and there's your fourth place finisher, Jared Haw. You had the car that looked like it could have won the race, but you ended up having to settle for fourth.
Yeah, if the race would have went green, Mindkiller had that locked up. I mean, he was lights out faster than pretty much the whole field. I think him and I could have been pretty even on even tires, but he was constantly at least one lap fresher than I was. But there on that first restart, I got the lead off the pit stops and everything, and went into turn 1, we were pretty even actually, and then I just got slightly tight and I jumped out of the throttle to not hit him, and then as soon as I did, it just started sliding. I didn't hit him, but I know that we came pretty close to it, and he ended up hitting the wall, and then I ended up clear of everyone and came off 2 the next lap pretty loose, and Ryan got under me, and then he said he slid through that corner, and then we made contact, and that ended up putting me in the wall. So that put me back farther for the next couple restarts. Just shit luck, honestly. I really, really got to start just being a little bit more aggressive on these restarts because I just keep getting taken advantage of, and I just got to push the issue, I guess, because I had probably the fastest car at the end of the race whenever the top 4 pulled away, and I had caught back up to them, and I actually had gotten under Tegan, but on his end I wasn't underneath him, and he put me onto the apron, which made me lose a spot to Spencer, so I had to get that one back as well. It's just a lot a lot of bad luck there towards the end just kept me away from the front, but still came away with a 4th place finish, at least back into the top 5. Haven't finished there in almost a month now. Just, I've had good speed, just can't get the results, late race cautions or different things happening. So just good to get back in the top 5, but really should have been more.
Yeah, you pretty much answered all that I needed to ask with that. But yeah, next week we got Charlotte, we got the 600. So like, how are you feeling about that?
That is probably, I don't want to say it's my worst mile and a half, but I seem to struggle at Charlotte. I don't know why. I mean, I've finished good here in the past, but I'm really, really good in turns 1 and 2. Really good. But 3 and 4, I just have not figured out how some of these guys can get through there so much better than me. So I've got work to do this week, try and figure out what I need to do better. But yeah, hopefully we can get a good finish, maybe get another win. I've not won a mile and a half in probably 3 or 4 years, so it'd be great to finally get back into victory lane there, but we'll see. I've never actually won a cup race at the Charlotte Oval, so we'll see if I can do that.
All right, Kevron?
Well, man, I don't really have any questions, but I definitely felt like you for sure had the card that could win if the cards fell your way, and obviously how these cautions fell, uh, everybody getting to each other, and just all that calamity. I know you definitely could have had the shot there when you came out with the lead there off of that pit stop there. Be able to hold it against Ryan Parsons and a few others, but I mean, I don't know. I'm trying to speak without being biased because you're my teammate and I love you, bro. And I hate it. I hate that you didn't win tonight, but I'm glad you still got a top 5. But dang it, bro. This.
Yeah, it does stink, but congrats to Ryan. He definitely deserves it. It's been a long time coming for him to get a win, so I'm happy for him. Just wish it could have been better for us. And wish you didn't lag out.
Yeah.
I know. I got to figure that out. I told ZX he needs to take his bad internet back. He gave it to me.
Right.
Yeah, but I'm sure it will get better in the near future for yourself and Hendrick Motorsports. But congrats on your 4th place finish, and we'll see you next week for the 600.
Alrighty, thank you.
Yeah, man, it just stinks seeing, JB, it's not often where he finishes in the top 5, and he's, not disappointed about it, but he definitely feels like he had a car that could have won tonight, so you can definitely hear the little bit of disappointment in his voice.
Yeah, he definitely did have the car that could win tonight, but again, it was just the cautions didn't really fall the way that he wanted to. I mean, he was able to use them to get back out front and bunch the field up, but ultimately he was just not fast enough to get himself the win. Of course, we will bring in our 5th place finisher, Tegan Jones, who had a very dominant car in, I would say, the second stint of the race, but ultimately finished 5th. And there he is, your 5th place finisher, Tegan Jones. You had a very dominant car toward the end of the first stage and the beginning of the second one, but of course the long run and the cautions basically sent you back to 5th.
Yeah, it's just this track changed from like the practice that I had all week. Like this car just did not do what it did all week and even earlier tonight in the practice that we had before the race. So it just like I wasn't tight or loose the whole race. It just kept sliding up out of the corners like to the wall and shit. And when you do that, you still scrub speed. You're bouncing off the wall and shit like that. So um, it's just I don't know. This game seems to be doing that a lot here lately to me. Indy, it did it. I think it did it. I think in a midweek race one week I was fucking god awful. So it's weird how it does that. From one week and then not the next week and then it does it again. So just gotta start figuring out some different sliders maybe and or some different adjustments and kind of try to be ready for it, I guess. I just don't think there was nothing I could do with the slider I chose not to help out what the issues I had, but I got a stage win out of it, and pretty exciting finish for that, I think.
Yeah, it was a pretty exciting race in general, but yeah, would you definitely say that the long runs and the exits of turns 2 and 4 were like the big catalyst for not only you but pretty much everyone else tonight?
Well, it's just when you pit for fresh tires, you got to go through about like 7 to 10 laps of just fucking bullshit, random looseness, like Tokyo Drift level shit. That's how bad it is. And a couple years, I was the only one that seemed to have that problem, but now it seems like everybody else is having the problem. And go figure, this is our last race at this track on this game, so it was really showed up tonight. It seemed like I think everybody had the issue except for Mindkiller apparently. Mindkiller was on rails from like the whole 35 lap run. There was one run where he doubled my time in like 20 laps that he was ahead of me. So, with all the shit cautions that we had at the end, it really fucked him. It sent him, to the back and put him in traffic and stuff. So, I think there's been a lot of races where I've got fucked out of and Mike's got fucked out of, but I really do feel like this is probably the one where somebody was as dominant as he is and had such a fast car and had nothing to show for it wasn't going to have nothing to show for it before Spencer did his little thing and definitely didn't even have a top 5 finish. So I feel bad for him. It just seems like that happens sometimes. It's been a while since we've had that happen in the league. I feel like where somebody had such a good car and got fucked with the rash of yellows that we had.
Totally screwed, dude. Yeah.
Yeah, totally. But of course, next week is Charlotte, the Coke 600, and of course, you are the defending winner of that race. So, how are you looking to stay on top going into next week?
I don't know. It's weird. I'll practice and probably get where I feel decent. I feel good, and then when the race gets here, it'll probably do the complete opposite. It just seems, I've had that issue at Indy, I've had it in midweek, and I had it tonight. So it's almost like it's getting to where you can't practice with just 2 or 3 people. And at this point, you might as well not even practice till Sunday, but in the league practice to see what you got. But I feel like every other year I hit on something, so this is probably a year where I'm not. Mike's pretty good there. Ryan's pretty good there. There was one year he probably should have won it, and he went with a fuel strategy that didn't work out. So, and congratulations on Ryan winning. I told him when we had that last restart when he had the 4 fresh, if he felt like he had a shot, he had to move Spencer pretty damn quick and make quick work of him. And then he answered the call in the fucking next corner on the next entry. He kind of moved him up, got him out of the way, and then went after Mike. So good for him. That's another teammate locked in. To be honest, I kind of wish it was the Wessel who had a really good car and got fucked as well with all the caution that we had, and or Kamal, because Ron's got a good enough point cushion. I think he can point his way in, but now he don't definitely have to worry about it, and now we just have 2 more teammates that we need to worry about.
All right, Cabron.
Well, man, that seeing you back there from 3rd, 4th, 5th on back struggling definitely was foreign to me. I honestly thought that you were about to come back through there when you split it 3 wide and you were in the middle there off that one restart. I thought,
it almost
he's
worked.
Going to get it.
It almost worked, but if it wasn't for me being 3 wide all the way through the corner, I probably could have maybe hung on the right side of JB and kind of, dragged race down the front stretch. We had a caution, coming to a caution too. So I kind of wish, Wessel mentioned this, that we kind of wish we had, he had stayed out instead of pitting on that last caution that everybody took 2. And I kind of wish we had done the same thing because, we had still enough tires on the left side that we probably could have hung, especially with the guys that took 2. they would have been our little buffer with the guys that on 4s. So yeah, it's definitely makes you wish that you'd done stuff different. But yeah, I don't know if I'd have gotten the lead there. I'd have had to have been a roll and roll block on JB. I felt like he had a good card too. But during the runs where we were both trying to chase down Mind Killer, we kind of stayed even, 2 complete runs. So it seemed like me and him might have been having the same issues, with the slotting and shit. So I'm kind of glad we're not racing here again this year. We raced it twice a couple years ago, so I'm definitely glad that this one's. I'm glad I got my win here last year and got it off my list, because I'd have been pissed off this year with the regular race, the way that lobby turned, from one to the next, So I'm kind of glad that we're done with it.
Well, super quick before, right before the finish of the race, Mike Man looked like he got loose in front of ZX and stacked y'all up. Is that what happened, or
I
was there
think he clipped the apron enough to where I think he was about to lose it. So he was trying to save it, which basically meant he was like, it was a netcode thing. Like, we couldn't see what he was, about to spin. But so that we just like, he piled in and then I had nowhere to go. I piled in, and then, then that gave me front end damage. So then that let JB get a run on me because he was, back far enough to where he couldn't even be in it. He was racing Spencer. So at that point, when he got that run on me, I kind of let him have it then. So yeah, it's just, Mike was on the apron, and then he was trying to save it, and that kind of, we had a little threesome there with bumper tags. So yeah, it's just it's a weird Dover thing. We had issues earlier in the race where like his gas quit working. Like on the straightaway, like he went from second or third all the way to I think 9th or 10th because his gas literally did not work the whole front straightaway. And then I think Ryan had the opposite issue to where he was on the brake, but his gas was trying to like still work when we were entering pit road. So like we all entered pit road that one stop where like everybody got damaged because of, Ryan was the leader and it wouldn't let him slow down. So it's just, this game's about to kick the bucket. I just hope that it'll last long enough for us to get through with our season.
Yeah, only one way to find out on that front. But congrats on your 5th place finish tonight, and we'll see you next week for the 600.
All right, thanks guys for broadcasting, and thanks for joining them, Kevron.
No worries, man.
Later, guys.
All right, I think that'll just about do it. So now, final thoughts on the race, Kevron, because I know that you obviously started the race.
Glad it's over with. No, man, I mean, it was a fun race to watch as far as from the broadcast side. Hate that I couldn't finish it out there, man, but I appreciate Sal for being able to back out, bring me into the broadcast booth to be with you and him to, watch over this race. And even then, with like 70 laps to go, I still lacked out of just spectating over the race. So the last little bit there, I was watching off of your stream, but this race definitely pulled out a Kansas move if I've ever seen one. And for those that watched Kansas earlier for the real NASCAR race that happened today, you saw how the cautions brought cautions there towards the end of the race, and it was just mayhem. That's no different than how this race ended up today. And I agree with what a lot of everybody says. Mind Killer had the fastest car, but that just shows you right there that the fastest car does not always win the race.
Yeah, and that is definitely true. With cautions breed cautions, and everyone bunched up, it basically gives everybody at that point a chance to win. And for Ryan Parsons, he definitely played his cards right, and he was able to use his 4 fresh tires to his advantage, and he was able to get his first win since Talladega in the fall of 2023. And with that, we'll definitely sign off for tonight, but not before telling you that on Wednesday, the midweek series will be back in action, and we're going to be taking the Xfinity cars up to Kansas, which is definitely going to be a pretty fun one. And Kansas is sort of like a smaller version of a plate track, as a draft is a pretty big thing there. But of course, next week is our next crown jewel race for the Cup Series, and that is of course, our Coca-Cola 600, which it's our longest race of the year, and it's one of our biggest races of the year, but should still be a lot of fun regardless. But anyway, thank you, Kevron, for joining me, and thank you all for watching. And don't forget to like the stream, subscribe to the channel, and we will see you on Wednesday for the Xfinity Series at Kansas. If not, then we'll see you on Sunday for our Coca-Cola 600. Until then, have a good night, everyone, and fuck Kyle Larson.